Listen, this is not your first rodeo against Mahomes. You played in a playoff game in this building against him. So I'm sure it's brought up a lot. So pardon me for bringing it up again. 66-59, the 8-year anniversary of that game passed last week, by the way. I mean, what was that game like back in the day, Baker?
Chaotic, to say the least. Really, it was my first time back to Lubbock after transferring out. Unbelievable environment. You know, I think the Jones holds about 68,000, right around there, and there's probably 45,000 plus chanting "F you, Baker." So that was a good environment. I had fun.
That feeds you, though, does it not, Baker Mayfield? That feeds you.
Yeah, I did probably a really dumb thing. They, they throw tortillas on the field and do all that. They threw one at me, and I picked it up and took a bite out of it. So there's actually no telling what was in that or where that had been. But yeah, no, you got to love that as a competitor.
See, now you're a veteran, you're a father. You'd never do that now. You'd never just pick up any food stuff thrown out of the stands and just eat it. You'd never do that, right, Baker?
No, can't do it now.
You can't. I mean, come on, you're a face of a franchise. And but on that day, I mean, Mixon had 263 yards rushing. D.D. Westbrook had 202 yards passing. I mean, what is it like on a day where you're just throwing it around 500 yards and the other guy has 700? What that is like, Baker?
Unreal. Pat, I think he had like 800 all-purpose yards.
Yes.
NCAA record. I mean, unreal. We had to score a touchdown every single drive in the second half just to win. No field goals. Had to score touchdowns just to win that game. So unreal. Obviously, yeah, seeing firsthand what Pat's able to do, and obviously he carried that success over directly in the NFL, and you're seeing it nowadays as well.
And what did you say? Did you see him at midfield afterwards? What did you say to him, if you did, after a game like that?
I can't remember if we talked or not, but I remember seeing Cliff after the game. That was one of the crazier games I had been a part of, and really not much else you can say about that one.
Yeah, obviously Cliff being the HC of Texas Tech at the time. What is your relationship with Mahomes? Do you have one, Baker?
Yeah, we're close. Pat's a great guy. It goes back to when I was still at Texas Tech, hosting him on his official visit, just getting to know the guy as a person. And then when I left, watching from afar what he's able to do. And everybody knew him coming out of high school, the athlete he was. Obviously a great baseball and basketball player as well. There was a high level of respect there for him from the very beginning. And then, you see these guys that scramble around and make plays like he does, and you think that it can't transfer to the NFL, but then, he does some unbelievable stuff. He makes some crazy throws, and it's fun to see him having the success he does. Obviously not when we're playing each other, right. But yeah, it's fun to watch him.
Well, listen, I know I'm supposed to act like I know everything from this chair, but I don't care. Screw it. It's just us talking here, but. You hosted him on his official visit to Texas Tech? I did not know that.
Yeah, way back in the day. Yeah, a young Baker and a young Pat.
How old were you? Like 20?
I was 18.
18. So you're an 18-year-old. So did you welcoming him from the airport? You're standing on the campus? Like, what was that?
No, you know how official visits go in college when you're trying to make sure a guy has a good time. You take him to the library and you study for the test. Yeah, you sing Kumbaya.
I do have to tell this story to you real quick, and then we'll get to the business at hand here a little bit. Is Rod Woodson told me once, he's Mr. Indiana. He went to Purdue, and he thought he was going to go to a Big Ten team. The one out-of-state school he thought, maybe I'll give it a whirl, was Arizona State. And his person who was showing him around campus, you're laughing already, right? He said the guy picked him up from the airport and took him to the movies to see Gandhi, which is a 3.5-hour movie that had an intermission. And as soon as the movie was over, he told his sponsor there, take me back to the airport. And he left. That happened.
Yeah, that's a tough look. Yeah, I would say that the host probably played the same position as Rod and didn't want him to commit and take his job. That's about all you can explain for that one.
A business decision. I love it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.